Okay, I'm gonna do two things in this video. One is I'm gonna give you an alternative theory about Kevin Samuels that I almost don't like and don't want to believe, and then I'm gonna tell you about the that Henry Kissinger and Soros want to create interstitial tribal war and fraternal conflict, or else you like it too. Fuck off. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Like, well, I'm not touching you. Fuck out of here. Get a booster to go stand over in Ukraine. Like, no, I'm. It's gross. That's just gross. Confucius Society is designed to also, like, an experiment on social distancing, right? Like Facebook. And I've heard it expressed the theory that Jim Jones and Guyana is a experiment in social distancing before Silicon Valley too, like Facebook, right? Or color revolutions in Ukraine in the 90s. It's like Soros, hedge funds. Like, everybody gets their hands dirty. A hedge fund manager just hedges. They just hedge. They just hedge, and they manipulate currency, to get intel about a sustainable development. Like, you run rat lines through their shit to stabilize their shit, then run rat lines. Like, a lot more goes into putting up puppet regimes than just saying, we got you, now you work for us. It's like you have to brownstones and shit. Oh, no, who told you that? Who told you that? Who, like, it's not even the point to ask me who the fuck told me that. That's more like you're insulting me. That's more like you're just, like, gaslight me. It ain't even matter what's going on in the greater picture. Because there are people that are fake news. The thing is, those people that always pounce on the fake news idea have to understand that you have to tell people who the fake news are first, right? And why would you have a tedious mission like that when you're not supposed to believe any one source? You're supposed to look at all the sources and get pieces of everybody. Put it together for yourself, maybe. If you do that, then you would be like all kind of, you get called all kind of shit. Yeah, that's all. I still haven't figured out why that shit, you're not supposed to be on that anyway, to fucking figure on it. So, but that's why I be talking about some shit like that you would think that we would have figured out 10 years ago. And everybody else is doing it too. Every day. That's just how we are. So I said everything already. The last video says Confucius Societies. I would rather have somebody ask me what is a Confucius Society than just be like, what are you talking about, dude? You know what I mean? Because that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. So that's like the most words they probably ever commented. What are you talking about? And the point is, like, you have the fucking nerve to communicate to somebody in paragraphs, or, why don't you make live stream, or why don't you do this or something? Actually, I would want to do live stream. I'm just not tech like on everything. Even computer science people there don't even know what an NFT is. And they're like computer science. they like, oh, okay, I met people that were working on private blockchain and shit like that. They didn't know shit about crypto. They didn't know anything about cryptocurrency, and they work on private blockchains because you can use blockchains just for servers for data, for the to authenticate the query origin. The origin of the query to make sure that the data hasn't been tampered or hasn't been trade secrets have been seen by somebody that they're not for, so that you can continue with your market strategies and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of makes people mad to even hear about stuff that they don't know about, and that's understandable. But you gotta ask directed questions. You don't get to when the only time you're supposed to reset the clock is every time somebody brings up anything that has to do with pedophilia, because it's what's called trauma stops clock in your in the you know what I mean. It stops development. Trauma is the abrupt stop to development, progress, development. I'm not gonna say any more stuff about things I just like, oh, this is that and this is the fact, unless it's really something that fucking irks me, and that is like, where is the video with the Kevin Samuels arguing? And I watched the video. I was like, oh, this guy is like saying all the right points and everything. Then he opens a Bible, he's gonna make it about Bible, Even recovery is not about Christianity and shit. But then he was like, he said something like, he was like saying like all this good stuff about Hortensia, whatever. That I don't even know if that's her picture. That's the thing. She wasn't a nurse. And then he didn't say anything, so I'm assuming he didn't see the live stream. But it's just like, he went into some spiel, and it's like that wasn't even the point either. It wasn't the point what he was saying, even though I agree with everything. The point was a question, and it has to be, since he knows that girl, why was the oh yeah, I know what it is, because he said you can go, like all that kind of stuff is not suspicious, like, oh, you can go and all this kind of stuff, and you're interrupting a live stream and shit. Like, he's never been interrupted on a live stream before. That's not normal. So anything that's not normal, it's not about whether or not it was warranted that it should have happened to him. It's about whether or not he did that before, and it's just that simple. It's just that simple. Then you have to look at it. You might not lead in, it might be a dead end. So what? Follow up on this shit. Or shut the fuck up. I don't care if you're a holy roller. I'm not convinced by noisy making people talking about them Christians and everything like that. You're a fucking postcard company. You make postcards. Anecdotes and affirmations and shit you can put in a postcard, and so don't be opening your mouth. Don't even say shit. Because you're off in that water right now. You're off in that water. Don't be surprised if it shows that you don't give a fuck, but because when not me, but when brought up, like, to something that you didn't know, that there would be even a penalty for bringing you up to speed on what you didn't know. You have to really be able to say, I didn't know. Because if you're saying plausible deniability, guess what? You just got regurgitated fucking from a focus group. And of course, if you're a part of a focus group, then what are you talking about? What are you even talking about? I don't understand you. Yeah. Yep. You don't understand me. Exactly. So who cares? I'm not crying about you not understanding me either. I would be crying if I was in a focus group, because that's to the curb, and then fucking you get sharded.